The general plan is to try and find, mount and hitch on the world's longest and heaviest train, which goes from Zuarat to Shum to Nouadhibou. It's a mining train from the place in Zuarat. It takes it to the port of Nouadhibou. Not really sure how you're meant to get on a train, especially at midnight when you can't really see more than 5 feet ahead of you with your torch, but it's worth a go, innit? What can possibly go wrong? Alright, how the... And we're going. Welcome to Mauritania. And then we're just kind of off through the Sahara Desert. This takes us all the way to Nouadhibou on the coast. It's a few hundred miles away. It's a non-stop train. It's like probably about 12 or 13 hours or something. It's not entirely comfortable. It's quite loud. I'm told it's very likely I'll get filthy, hence the blanket. That's why I've got it. And yeah, this is Mauritania. The reason it's full of iron is because it comes from a mining area in the desert in Zuarat, and it takes all the ore to the coast to be shipped off and stuff, and it stops in Shum just by chance, so it gave us a chance to get on it, seeing as though you guys sent me to Attar anyway. I thought I might as well go an extra 2 hours to Shum so we could catch this. What a mess. Anyway, I'll give you more details. I'll show you more about what it actually is when the sun comes up in a few hours. For now, I'm just going to try and somehow have a little nap. I've said it before and I'll say it again on this trip. How on earth have I ended up here? Well, good morning from the Sahara Desert. It is quite cold and it's very, very dusty, but this quilt that I've got has worked an absolute treat. I'll show you my, this is my setup. And then you just pull the thing over the top of you like this, and we are cocooned in the corner of an iron ore train, reasonably sheltered from the dirt and the cold. Wouldn't say it's the best nest sleep I've ever had, but yeah, it's not too bad. I can't really remember what I told you when I was climbing into the train. It was all a little bit manic, but yeah, this is the world's longest and the world's heaviest train. And by longest, I don't mean the journey, I mean the actual train itself. From the front to the back, it measures around 2 miles long. 2 miles, and it weighs about 20,000 tons. So it's quite a big one. And because there's no actual road between Shum and Nouadhibou, you have to go via Nouakchott, and that's quite a long journey. This is a pretty good option actually to get between the two places anyway. Look at this. Look at this. Very, very, very dusty. Bring something to cover yourself up with. And anyway, this is what iron ore looks like. I've never seen it in real life before. I've never seen what iron looks like freshly dug out of the ground. And this whole train, about 200 or 300 carts, are full of it. And I don't know much about real life prices, but this would be worth an awful lot on RuneScape. This is such a mint little den that I've built. I'm quite proud of this. So the last video ended really abruptly. I looked like I was in a bit of a rush, and that's because I had a train coming to Shum. I thought it was the right one, so I had to run back to my mate's house to get my stuff before getting on the train. When I got back, it turned out it wasn't the right one, and so we had to spend 5 or 6 hours waiting around for the actual one, which was supposed to come at about 7, then 9, then 10, and then eventually came at like midnight. And my point is, there's no real punctuality with this thing. It just kind of turns up when it does. So if you're going to try and catch it, just be in Shum for the evening and chill out. We just cooked and spoke They played drums and they sang, and it was a really, really nice evening. All I'm trying to say is, if you are trying to get this train, then you can't really plan it to the minute. It will just turn up when it does, when it's full, when it's left Sahara and that kind of thing. So just chill with the locals. They'll help you out. They'll help you get the right one. And yeah, now here we are, mobbing through the Sahara Desert on a train for free, full of iron ore, getting filthy and losing more sleep. But what a unique thing to be able to do. I'm quite liking Mauritania, boys. If you're someone who does bucket lists and that kind of thing, I'd say this is definitely something to add to it. It's not luxurious, it's not comfortable, it's not healthy, it's not hygienic, but I tell you what, it is brilliant. Just look at it. Desert, me, turban, iron. What more could you possibly need? In fact, you're probably going to need a shower as well, or a bath, or just quarantine. You're going to get filthy, but we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now we're just enjoying the journey. It is of course free to travel in one of these iron ore carts. Can you imagine the conductor, the poor guy, having to walk 45 minutes from one end of the train to the other to check tickets, and then all the way back again? Bloody 2 mile long train. But yeah, it is free. It is free. Couple of tips if you're making this journey. One, wear something to cover your face, like a dead mint turban thing like I've got. Two, have impaired vision, so then you're wearing glasses anyway. If you don't have impaired vision, then buy glasses, or the dust from the train will impair your vision for you. It is minging. Third, definitely get a blanket. I was really fortunate that somebody gave me one, quite a thick one, quite a big one, so it's warm, it's comfy to sit on compared to the iron ore on its own. It's good to keep the dust out of your face, but it's honestly saved my life. There's a guys on here that I'm with, they don't have a blanket. I feel a bit tight, but they're filthy and I'm actually surviving. So buy one, the thicker the better. Doesn't have to be a new one, just buy a second-hand one off someone, but like I said, mine was free, so I'm pretty lucky. This will absolutely save your life. Of course, you want to bring food and supplies and things. Go for a wee before you get on the train, because there's not going to be that much chance to go for one while you're on it. And lastly, don't make strict plans in Nouadhibou for arriving, because who knows when this train's going to turn up or how long it's going to take. If you're a Virgin Trains user, then this experience is going to be quite different for you. But I suppose on this you actually get some leg room. In fact, you get 2 miles of leg room. You can't beat that, can you? Anyway, you just sit, you get comfy, you have a look around you, admire the view, contemplate where in the world you actually are, and you just enjoy how mint this place really, really is. Mauritania is brilliant. So much dust. This journey in total is about 250 miles from Choum to Nouadhibou. So it's not super far, but as you can imagine, with a train this size, it's not that fast. We're about 12 hours in so far, and we're still not there. I'd guess we're into the last 50 miles or so. I don't think we can be more than 1 or 2 more hours away. But in that time, I've managed to inhale enough iron that I think I'm now just incredibly magnetic. But I suppose the silver lining is, I'm not going to become anemic anytime soon, am I? What a magnificent, magnificent journey. This is how I reckon everyone should experience places. Not with a fancy tour guide and 5-star hotels, but just turning up, having a look for yourself, having a wander around, finding something spicy to do and having a run and a jump at it. Look at it. I hope this this serves as a good enough finale for the season of Wander Snatch. This is going to be the last episode. I had time to go to Nouadhibou or Attar, and you guys chose Attar, so now I'm going to Nouadhibou, and then I'm going to start my my journey home. For me, it's been a brilliant, insightful, interesting trip to a part of the world that I never normally would have really considered going. And there have been fewer voting opportunities for you guys to dictate my trip than I would have liked. I wish I could have offered more chances, but due to unforeseen circumstances earlier on in the trip, I had to skip a few of those opportunities, and we can work to make that better in future. But overall, I just really hope you've enjoyed watching these videos, even a fraction of the amount that I've enjoyed actually making them and experiencing this kind of thing. It has been absolutely mint. But for now, last stretch of the journey towards Nouadhibou, and then it's home time. And so 14 hours later, we've made it. We're in Nouadhibou. Oh, I made it. I got changed, but I'm still filthy. I'm going to be dirty for a very long time now. I'm just full of dust. All my orifices, my ears, my nostrils are all in absolute state. Oh, look at it all. Oh. Anyway, like I said a little bit ago, this is the last video in the whole series of the first Wander Snatch, so I'd really appreciate it if you took your time to give me some feedback. I'm not asking you to be nice, good or bad things, equally appreciated. I've really enjoyed doing this kind of thing. I've had an ace time, so there's definitely going to be more of these in the future, so anything you can give back to me review wise will go towards making these better as they go along. And of course, if you had a favourite video or you had a favourite bit or anything, be sure to let me know that as well. Anything's appreciated. Anyway, I'm off home. I'm off to get a wash, I'm off to drink some real tea. Can't wait. Cheers boys, see you in a bit.